Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Memories. Today I wanna just tell you benefits of food, how we prepare food here in Kenya, what we are supposed to eat and what we are not supposed to eat in times that we really need the good foods for the kids, for the adolescents. In a modern society, that has been a problem. We just eat here and there without any proper uh, timing. A modern research has confirmed that children frequent consuming fruits, nuts, and vegetables become more clever and perform better in school. Conversely, children with unfavorable overall school performance are more likely to eat sweets and fried foods, and less likely to eat foods rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals. So, children having a good breakfast perform better in school, have more energy, and eat healthier throughout the day. Fresh fruits and juice, cereals, and nuts should not be missing in a healthy child's breakfast. A good child's breakfast requires that parents devote enough time to prepare the food. Time to dedicate to breakfast is a valuable investment for child's nutrition and performance. Okay, some tips to enjoy a good breakfast is to keep your child from snacking at night, and they will be much hungrier in the morning. Prepare breakfast the night before. You can make children go to bed earlier and wake up 15 minutes earlier. For healthier school meals, one should have more fruits, more vegetables, more whole grains, low fat dairy and alternative soy products, less salt, less sugar, and less or no trans fat. As with manners or behavior, a child's appetite also needs to be educated. Appetite needs to be educated for children, especially in these countries like Kenya or Africa. Natural inherited tendency of many children are not necessarily towards healthy foods, rather to salty or sugary processed foods and strong flavors such as meat. Letting children freely serve unhealthy foods to indulge their natural and educated appetite is harmful for them. And although it might seem paradoxical, it can be deemed as a kind of mistreatment. Although the shift from junk food to healthy eating is not instant, but requires a deal of patience, creativity, and dedication, many children spontaneously develop a taste for unhealthy foods, whereas appreciation for fruits, vegetables, and legumes needs to be learned from parents or educators. Okay, we should teach our kids how to eat. Okay, children are attracted by bright colors. Take children eat and enjoy more fruits and vegetables. Suggest, but do not force the child to have his or her five daily portion of fruits and vegetables. Natural dyes of fruits and vegetables are antioxidants, immune boosters, and healthy protectors. The carotene and carotenoids contained in orange or yellow fruits and vegetables are precursors of vitamin A, very important for eye, skin, and mucus layer development. Okay, teach your children to respect meal times and to eat between meals. 3 meals plus 1 or 2 healthy snacks a day should be sufficient for most children. The stomach needs a resting period between meals, and if overloaded with frequent food intake, it becomes exhausted. Overweight and obesity are also a common consequence of eating between meals. Okay, guys, like I told you in my last video, uh, the primary function of the stomach is to mix consumed food with gastric juices, thereby beginning the complex process of digestion. The inside of the stomach has a peculiarity of being able to reflect mood. Anger makes it turn red, fear pale, excitement it begins to contract, stress it starts to secrete juices. All of this is due to the fact that there is a direct connection between the brain and the stomach by the way of autonomic nervous system. The anxiety or emotion affects stomach function. Because the stomach can break down and digest proteins, it is worthwhile to question why it does not digest itself, being that it is primarily made of proteins. This does not occur in normal conditions, thanks to the stomach's true mucus barrier that wraps around it like a film of protects the inside from the acidity juices. When this mucus barrier is breached, stomach juices attack the stomach's own wall, causing gastritis and stomach ulcer. Guys, it's very good to take leisurely walk after meals because it helps the stomach digest well more than a nap. At a gentle pace, digestive secretions are activated and foods are better absorbed. So just help your stomach. I know you are wondering why I'm telling you this. It's very good to help a friend, a brother. So we must know this to take care of our healthy life. Avoid mixing too many foods. A meal with too many different foods or products, especially when they are high in fat and protein, overload the stomach and slow digestion. The simpler the meal is, the more healthier it will be. So it's very important to take care of our healthy life. When you see persistent stomach pain accompanied by cold, sweat, and general malaise, this could be a heart attack. So you must see a doctor. Vomiting blood, black stool could be due to blood coming from the stomach or bowels. So we must see a doctor. Taking care of our bodies and health is very important, especially our kids and our young generation, because they are the future of our nation and the world at large. Starch is very good for the brain because it consumes the brain needs a lot of energy intake. The human brain is the most complex object in the known universe and at the same time the least understood. The human brain is so complex, so efficient in energy use, and so powerful that evolutionary theories cannot explain its origin. It's a simple neuron, the body of which measures less than a tenth of a millimeter, surprises us by its organization and intelligent design. How much more surprising is the brain, being made of millions of interconnected neurons, which are capable of making decisions, thinking, loving, and believing. Many people already know what is good for health, but they have a hard time putting it into practice. And they ask themselves, what can I do so that I will like what is good and healthy and enjoy doing? Appetite education is a gradual process, something that each individual must live for themselves as personal growth experience. Appetite education begins with increasing knowledge about the advantages of healthier behavior that can be incorporated. Reading is the best way to increase knowledge Audiovisual materials may be more attractive but are potentially less able to set information to memory. Okay, finally, guys, healthy behavior can be integrated such that it starts to come from the inside. So, during the process of educating the appetite, we can reinforce techniques that can be used to help solidify healthy behaviors. We can have mental preparation. For example, I'm convinced by everything that I've read that having a salad every day is good. So I'm going to end up liking it. Also, there's imitation. Like you can imitate a friend. Like my friend has 5 pieces of fruit per day, and he's doing great. Maybe it will do the same for me. That's imitation. There's also constant repetition. I'm going to get out and walk every day, and eventually I will end up liking it. Yeah, that's repetition. There's auto-suggestion, like what's a beautiful apple, and it smells so good. Plus, it's so healthy. I have to like it. Okay, we can. You can also ask a friend, like, I'd like to call you every time I am tempted to smoke. Will you help me to stop tobacco? Guys, if you have watched till this minute, thank you so much. Kindly like and subscribe, support me, support this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, in addition to oxygen, glucose is the most important need of the brain, but not just any source of glucose is healthy. It has to come from foods rich in vegetable fiber. Glucose comes from the digestion of food and from stocks in the liver in the form of glycogen. With the exception of neurons, all of the body's cells need insulin in order to transport glucose from the bloodstream into the cell. Neurons do not need insulin in order to obtain glucose, which is the reason that in insulin deficiency diabetes, neurons continue receiving their supply of glucose as long as blood contains at least 80 milligram of glucose per 100 millimeters. Guys, it should not be too much and it should not be too little. In order to function correctly, the brain requires that the blood flowing through it maintain a consistent glucose level between the lower limit and the upper limit. The lower limit is about 80 milligrams of glucose for every 100 milliliters of blood, and the upper limit is around 180 to 100 millimeters of blood. Drastic decrease and fluctuations in glucose levels due to a diet high in refined sugar affect brain function and weaken the mind. All starches and sugars from food are eventually converted to glucose during digestion. However, glucose coming from healthy sources such as all grains, tubers, and fruits that are high in fiber is not the same as when it comes from refined sweets or candy. So, guys, to improve glucose supply to the brain, we should have a hearty breakfast. Breakfast including preferably all grains, tubers, and legumes guarantees the glucose supply to the brain for the whole morning and improve school and work performance. We should also eat all grains. All grains are rich in vegetable fiber, which regulates the release of glucose during digestion and allows its level to remain suitable in the blood. All of these foods have a low glycemic index, which means they do not raise the blood sugar very much after being consumed. Eating on a regular schedule helps maintain suitable blood glucose levels, which promote good brain function. This allows for biological rhythms and gives the digestive organs needed resting periods. Like I said, friends, healthy living is important, especially to the children, from the children, adolescents, and even to the adults. It's very important. So, educate children about healthy food choices. Teach them the nutritional value of fruits, cereals, vegetable, nuts, and legumes. Teach children to recognize and choose wholesome foods, avoiding large portions. For instance, you can serve small portions of food. Do not allow your child to eat between scheduled meals and planned snacks. Remind the child to eat slowly and to avoid getting overfull. Use fruits and other healthy foods as reward, extolling their nutritional value. Never use sweets or fatty foods as a reward. To promote healthy snacking, always have at hand in the kitchen ready to eat fruits, peeled and sliced, mainly when children come home from school. At the same time, restaurant foods, particularly fast foods, are usually higher in calories, fat, sugar, and salt, and lower in fiber than homemade foods. In addition, commercial portions tend to be increasingly larger. Teach the child to prefer homemade foods rather than commercial products. Also, you can limit screen time to less than 2 hours a day, including computer games. Watching TV promotes obesity by decreasing physical activity, by promoting snacking, and by subjecting children to influence of food advertisements, commonly fatty and sugary or salty. So when you're having your meals, you should improve parent-child interactions at mealtime, uh, because it's essential to prevent obesity, anorexia nervosa, and other eating disorders. Food intolerance is an advanced gastrointestinal reaction to a food component that cannot be properly digested. Food intolerance is different to food allergy. Nevertheless, sometimes it is difficult to establish the difference between them because food intolerance can also involve the immune system as allergy does, but mediated by immunoglobulins. Almost every food can cause an unpleasant reaction to sensitive individuals. Nevertheless, the three main causes of food intolerance are lactose, gluten, and fructose. The symptoms of food intolerance are abdominal pain, colic, a sudden abdominal pain making the child or baby cry inconsolably, bloating, diarrhea, and vomiting. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much, guys. Kindly like and subscribe. Kindly support this channel, and remember to watch my next video, and go back to my page and support me by watching the other videos. Thank you so much, guys. Memories Kenya. Bye.